Alright, yeah, what's going on, guys? It's Laz. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about a pre-bis guide for Enhancement Shamans in Phase 1. So it's pretty self-explanatory with this guide. A lot of these options are fairly easy to get for the most part. You'll notice that there's some purples in here that you'll be farming either with badges, with leatherworking if you choose to go leatherworking, which I highly recommend that you go leatherworking because a lot of the leatherworking gear is going to serve you well for most of the expansion. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first piece we're going to start with is the helm. You're going to want to either go with the Wastewalker helm or the Helm of the Claw. Both are very solid options. Both give hit, I believe. Yeah, both give hit and both give AP. And they both have a meta socket, so that's pretty good. I would recommend going with the Wastewalker helmet because if you get the Wastewalker helmet, you'll probably go for the Wastewalker shoulders as well, and you'll get that set bonus for the 35 hit, which is very good. Next, we'll be going for the Trader's Noose. You can either go for the Trader's Noose from Slave Pen's Heroic, or you can go for the Adamantine Chain of the Unbroken from Slave Pen's Heroic as well from the last boss, or you can go for the Choker Valentent from badges. These will run you about 25 badges, so you can either go with the Choker, the Trader's Noose, or you can go with the Chain of the Unbroken. I personally have the Worgen Claw Chain from Karazhan, so I didn't really worry about getting the badges one because there's not really a big difference between the two. If you notice there, both give you 42 AP. One gives you one more hit and a little bit more stam, but they're about the same. So I actually was running with the Trader's Noose before I got that. So this one gives you hit, AP, and crit as well. So next, we're going on to the Wastewalker shoulder pads. You'll either want these, or you're going to want the Mantle of the Pernold. Both give you hit, crit, AP. The mantles have 2 red sockets, 24 stam, and the socket bonus is 3 dodge, which isn't really the best. You'll probably, I mean, since they're red, you'll want to put strength in there, but the socket bonus is not the biggest. With the Wastewalker, it gives you a red and a blue, it gives you crit strike, so maybe you do want to socket that for the bonus. Or you can also go with the Sun Gilded's shoulder caps, 25 agi, 26 stam, 15 hit, and 48 AP. 3 really good options there. Next, for the cloak, you're going to want to go for the Cloak of the Insider. You can either go with the Cloak of the Insider or the Cloak of the Craft. I'm not too sure where the Cloak of the Craft comes from. It looks like it's a world drop. It's BOE, so you can probably buy that from the auction house. Or you can farm the Cloak of the Insider from Shadow Labs. People are always running Shadow Labs for the rep because you're going to also be wanting to run Shadow Labs for the rep. It's very important that you get exalted with Shadow Labs for the ring. So you can go with the Cloak of the Insider, or you can spend a pretty penny and get the Vengeance Wrap, which is going to be your bis for the this first phase as well, which gives you a socket with 2 hit rating on it, 52 AP, and 23 crit, while the Cloak of the Insider gives you 15 stam, 18 crit, 16 hit, and 30 AP. So moving on to the chest, if you go leatherworking, if you decide to go leatherworking, which I highly suggest, you are going to want to craft the 3-set bonus Ebon Nether Scale set, the belt, the bracers, and the breastplate. So with the breastplate gives you 25 stam, 23 int, 3 sockets, 2 blue and a yellow, with a socket bonus of 4 agi. Gives you 31 crit, 80 AP, and 8 mana per 5. This is a very massive chest piece for you right here. Very good chest piece. Highly recommend it. With the 3-set bonus, it gives you 20 hit. So once again, a very great set. If you decide to not go leatherworking, you can go ahead and get this Vest of Vengeance, which gives you 11 hit, 42 AP, 27 agi, and 3 sockets, red, yellow, and blue, with a 4 dodge socket bonus. Other than that, I'm not too sure what else you would go. I had the I think I had the breastplate of rapid striking up until I made that. It gives you 20 hit, 46 AP, 40 agi, and 20 int. And this is also a world drop here. But I do highly recommend you going for the leatherworking set. It's very good, very big. Or you can get that world drop, or you can get the Vest of the Vengeance from Blood Furnace Normal, which is from the very last boss, I believe. So moving on to the bracers. Once again, these are the leatherworking bracers, the Ebon Nether Scale bracers. These are kind of expensive to make, but it is very, very worth it in the end. Gives you 25 stam, 8 int, a yellow socket bonus with a 2 agi. Gives you 17 crit, 38 AP, 5 mana per 5, and once again that 20 hit bonus if you have the 3 set. If you don't use those, you can also go for I don't remember exactly what they're called. Oh yeah, here they are. The Spy Mistress Wrist Guards, which you get from a quest from doing the soul devices in Shadow Labs, has 18 agi, 15 stam, red socket, and 15 hit. So I recommend getting these if you aren't going to go for the leatherworking set. Moving on to weapons. So as an enhance, weapons, we kind of fall short in phase 1. We fall very short. So for previous weapons, we don't have a lot of options outside of raid unless you decide to seriously PvP, because our best options for PvP and for phase 1 is to go Gladiator Cleavers. So these give you plus 21 stam, 15 crit, 10 resil, 9 hit, and 28 AP. And they don't have a main hand or offhand requirement, so you can wield 2 of them. So 2 of these are BIS, entirely BIS for phase 1. They are going to run you about 2,625 arena points for season 1. So if you do want to PvP and try and get those are really good. Outside of that, you can also go for the Dragon Maw if you want to go leatherworking and blacksmithing, or you can go the planar edge. Gives you 42 AP, 20 crit, while the Dragon Maw gives you 212 haste rating for 10 seconds. You can also go for the Blade Fist, which comes out of Shattered Hall's Heroic from the last boss. This is going to be one of your previous main hand weapons. Increases your haste by 180 for 10 seconds. That's a chance on hit. If you don't go for that, you can also go for the Reflex Blades from Arcatraz, which will run you 13 stam, 16 hit, and 32 AP. If you decide to not go for the Reflex Blades and you want a PvP and not arena PvP, and you just want a PvP normally, you can go for the High Warlord's Cleaver. This is going to be another 2 weapon BIS option. You can get double wield these. These are going to run you 18 stam, 13 crit, 9 resil, 8 hit, and 26 AP, so you can wield 2 of those, and that's about 19k honor per, with 20 Eye of the Storm marks per as well. But if you decide to not PvP, you can go with the Reflex Blades until you get a decap from Karazhan. So these Reflex Blades, like I said, come from Arc, and then in your offhand, you're going to be wanting to use the Harvester of Souls, which is going to be your BIS if you do not PvP for phase 1. So this Harvester of Souls in your offhand, 16 strength, 13 stam, and increase crit by 15. So I'm still currently using that with my fully BISed out Shaman. I have this Mongoose, so yeah, I'll be wearing that axe for a while. So moving on over to the gloves, you're going to be wanting to use these Fell Leather Gloves. These Fell Leather Gloves give you 17 hit with 2 sockets, a yellow and a red, and the socket bonus is 6 AP. Gives you 36 attack power, 24 crit, and 17 hit. So very good gloves. You're going to want those, or you're going to want these Flesh Handlers Gauntlets, which give you 18 expertise, 18 strength, 17 agi, and 27 stam. So these are also a really good option from a quest in Netherstorm. Expertise is very hard to come by and very, very good. For all classes, expertise is something that you're going to really, really want. Moving on to the belt. This is another part of the set. So this gives you 2 sockets, a blue and a yellow, which the bonus is a 3 agi. 22 crit, 48 AP, 8 mana per 5, and like I said, that set bonus gives you that 20 hit. If you decide to not go for the leatherworking set, which I highly recommend that you go for the leatherworking set, you can also go for the tracker's belt here, which comes from slave pens, which is a very good level 62 belt, which is insane. 21 stam, 21 crit, 14 AP, or 14 hit, my bad, and 42 AP. So that's a very good option there. For the pants, I highly recommend you go for the cleft hoof hide leggings, which give you 30 agi, 30 strength, 24 stam, 17 hit, and 18 expertise, which is a quest line in Blade's Edge Mountains. It's very, very good leggings, and I highly recommend. You will not replace these until you get the Skulker's Greaves from Karazhan, but these cleft hoof hide leggings are very, very good. Moving on to the boots, you're going to be wanting to use the fell leather boots. These have 2 sockets on it, a yellow and a red, which the socket bonus gives you the 6 AP, 25 hit, 17 crit, and 36 AP. Or you can use these Boots of the Unjust, which give you 25 stam, 19 crit, 13 hit, or 64 AP. I recommend the fell leather boots because the sockets, gems are very huge in TBC. For the ring, I highly suggest that you are going to want to farm the shit out of Shadow Labs. You're going to want to get Exalted for Lower City so you can get this ring, 25 agi, 18 stam, and 20 expertise. Expertise is very hard to come by, so a ring with expertise is huge. So I just actually recently got this, so I do recommend you getting the Shapeshifter Signet. It's a very good previous option. Or if you decide to not do that, you can go ahead and go for this ring here from Underbog Heroic. Ring of the Shadow Deeps gives you 15 stam, 21 crit, 13 hit, and 24 AP. Or the Longstrider's Loop, 16 agi, 15 stam, 11 hit, or 32 AP. Or you can also get the Band of the Exorcist with Spirit Shards. For 50 Spirit Shards, gives you 16 crit, 11 resilience, 10 hit, and 34 AP, and 24 stam. But I suggest going with the Shapeshifter Signet and the Overseer Signet. This Overseer Signet comes from Netherstorm shutting down the Manaforge Aura. So these 2 rings together are a very, very good option. For your trinkets, you're going to want to farm the shit out of badges. You're going to want to get 41 badges for the Bloodless Brooch. This is just absolute biz. You're going to want this Bloodless Brooch and the Abacus of the Violent Odds. You can get the Abacus from Mechanar. You're going to want to farm the shit out of Mechanar to get this trinket. If you don't get the Bloodless Brooch, or you know you're going to be farming it, so you're not going to have it right away, you can use the Abacus and the Core of the Arkelos from Netherstorm. It's a questline in Netherstorm, very easy to do, so you can use that, or you can also use the Hourglass from Black Morass. So you can use the Hourglass and the Abacus when you get that until you get the Bloodlust Brooch, and you'll just replace the Hourglass with the you'll replace the Bloodlust Brooch. You'll replace the Hourglass with the Bloodlust Brooch and use the Abacus. And then for the totem, there's only one really good option for the totem for Enhance, and it's the Totem of Astral Winds from Heroic Mana Tombs from the first boss. Gives you a 80 attack power bonus with Wind Fury weapon attacks, so this is just a personal buff for yourself. Really kind of the only good option. If you can't get that to drop, there is an option from Blackrock Depths. Here it is. Totem of Rage increases damage done by Earth Shock, Flame Shock, and Frost Shock by 30. So it's a good option if you can't get that to drop for you. And it looks like if you do boost a Shaman, they do give you a communal totem, which reduces the mana cost of your Storm Strike by 5. So that's pretty good, I guess. But if you can't get that to drop in Mana Tombs, you can go for this Black Arc Depths totem, which gives you 30 Earth, 30 Flame, or 30 Frost Shock. But other than that, there's not really any other options that you can do that'll give you something good. It looks like there's a Shadowmoon Valley Storm Fury Totem which reduces the mana cost of your Storm Strike. But you're really just going to want this Astral Winds Totem. And this is kind of how you'll look if you go with this guide and go with what I suggested. You'll have 176 strength, 156 agi, 331 stam, 150 int, 123 spirit, 6k HP, 4k mana, 1000 AP, which is very good, 12% hit, 16 crit, 9 expertise, and yeah, that's kind of how we'll look. So hopefully you guys get this gear and farm it up pretty well. There are other guides out on the internet that have really good information for other options. My personal favorite website is wowtvc.gg, which I'll leave a link in the bottom in the description for you guys to check out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.